The Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, Happy New Year. We got a hell of
Happy
a
New
we got
Year.
a hell of a lot to talk about. And one of them ain't no damn dry January either. Hell no. No, no. With all this news, how can we not be drinking over this? Are you kidding me?
Well, apparently some people are.
Hmm. Well, I haven't stopped. I mean, at this point, I figure if I keep this baby running, I can stay kind of lit through I don't know, like 2001. I'm working on a record here. What are you talking about?
20 since 2001.
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm on a hot streak. Just now hitting
Oh,
my
yeah,
stride.
exactly.
Kind of like a few of the golfers out there, huh? We've got we got a lot of news. Apparently, somebody didn't pay my cell phone bill,
Mm.
so I missed out on a lot of text messages. I've caught some of the noise, but I haven't caught a lot of it. Um, I know. I guess maybe we'll talk about the Sentry a little bit. I don't know where we're going to squeeze that in at. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here.
We do have a lot of stuff to talk about. We
Well,
do have a lot of
first
stuff to
off,
talk about.
how were the holidays? How were the holidays?
The holidays were good. A lot of time with family. Went out to the mountains of North Carolina, the Smoky Mountains, and had a good time with family and just kind of laid low. Nothing too major. But what about you?
Well, I drank a lot. I know it's
Oh,
shocking. Spent a lot of
shocking.
time at the bar with Ma'am.
The bar, my man.
Yeah, the bar with Ma'am, and
That cow, he's a
allegedly,
real gem, isn't he?
oh, he's a gem. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Allegedly, I went camping.
Oh,
I may have had an interesting interaction at a campground one night.
oh, I want to hear about this.
And somebody corrected me, by the way.
Oh,
Leave a comment and you like and subscribe to the show, by the way, if you haven't. Do you know the difference between camping and glamping?
well, camping is your traditional, like I would say, tent camp where you got a fire going and you're in a tent, you're on the ground, that kind of thing. Glamping's more like glamorous camping where you're maybe got, I don't know, a lot more comfort to it.
Yeah, yeah. We were in a motorhome. We had guns. We were shooting
Guns,
guns, not at
throwing
people, but
beads.
we were shooting guns. We'd had some beads, but we did have a fire. I mean, we had a lot of traditional things, I would say, but yeah, we were shacked up in an RV. It was quite a good time, quite a good time
Good deal. That's
in
awesome,
the
man.
hills of Tennessee, up in the mountains.
Nice.
It was good. Enough about the new year. We're already here. We're hitting our stride right now, as I mentioned earlier. So let's talk about this.
Mm.
It's taken them quite some time to announce a couple of the of years for the
Oh yeah, you want to, we
PGA
can go there
tournament.
today. This is brand new news off the press.
Breaking news.
Breaking
Breaking
news.
news.
Breaking news.
So rookie of the year. I mean, we pretty much nailed rookie of the year, right? I mean, I think you and I both unanimously agreed that rookie of the year deservedly
Yep.
belonged to this year's Sentry champion,
Yep.
Eric Cole.
Yep.
Eric Cole. Well deserved too. Middle-aged
Well,
dude out there competing with the young bucks.
yep.
Somebody asked me a question while I was at the buy in Tennessee, and they wanted to know like what's wrong with Tiger? Like
Hmm.
like why didn't Tiger have it anymore? Like why is he not good? Is it the injuries? Is it the mental stress of life? I didn't have a good answer, but I said it's a combination of all the above. But no Scotty Scheffler, is he? Player of the year. What'd you think about that?
I think this is just the second year in a row he's won Player of the Year, and he doesn't deserve it. I think last year it was it Kepka last year that won? I should no, who was it last year that deserved? Cam Smith. Cam Smith deserved it in 22, right?
Yeah,
We talked about that with Tattersall. Tattersall
yeah,
agreed with us
yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
that he had a better year, Cam Smith did. And then this year, Rom had a better year. So yeah.
Yeah, but you can't go to live and be the PGA Tour Player of the Year, can you?
Well, he won all the events he won on the PGA Tour last year. So, yeah, I mean, no, from an optics perspective, no. But yeah, he was player of the year for the PGA fucking
That's
tour.
why
Yeah, he
you got to
was.
announce this shit earlier. You don't announce it. The season's halfway over already. You don't you announce it during when the season ends.
Yep. I mean, Scotty's a great player. We love Scotty. We love him week to week and everything else. But just Rom had a better year. That's all there is to it. You know, second year in a row that the PGA Tour has lost the best player to live.
Wow. Well, I mean, as it's been stated, as it's been publicly captured in an open forum, they could be working on 3 years,
We could be working on 3 years.
3 years in a row. So I just don't know if he's going to wait until 2025 to make his decisions. So
Mm. Hmm.
I don't have we talked about the ROM extravagance? I don't think we
We
have. I
did.
don't
Yeah, we talked about Rom.
okay,
We talked
never
about
mind.
Rom. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
That was right. One of our last shows of the year
Just before
was
Christmas. Yeah.
yeah, we talked about the Rom going over to live. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah. But yeah, if we didn't, hey, good for him. A lot of money going his way, and I'm pretty sure we did. I mean, it's been a while, but
What about so in thinking about what's happening, right? There are a lot of chips fall, and well deserved, by the way. Happy for Eric Cole. I'm probably more happy for Eric Cole than I am for Scotty Scheffler. Because to your
mhm,
point, I would argue that Scotty Scheffler was not the player of the year. He was just announced the player of the year.
correct.
Moving forward to who could be, well, and we don't know, right? I mean, they allegedly they reached their handshake agreement between the Saudis and the PGA Tour. They said that they agreed to extend the conversations.
Till the
Now,
Masters, right?
now when Tiger was talking prior to what maybe the PNC, I guess, and he was questioned about that, he said, "Well, they got a few weeks to go, so they better get after it." And all the other folks, the professionals in the industry that were talking about it, I don't know if when they said they'd better have something done, I don't know if that expectation was that they agreed to agree to keep on talking about something that doesn't have a resolution. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about a political train wreck. I mean, that's I don't Jay is Jay, hold, did I miss Jay Monahan getting released?
No, he's still there. He's
Oh, he
still in
is.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I think Artie Smith is getting released this Monday after the Saints trash the Falcon. I mean, I hear there's a lot of people that might lose their job come Monday. I don't know if Monahan's on that list of people. He's not a football coach, obviously.
Well, maybe he thinks he is.
Clearly he's not a bowler.
That's right. That's right.
So breaking news again, maybe not as fresh as PGA Player of the Year, but Roy McIlroy goes on record and states, um, I, I quote, I thought it was a smart business move from John. It's opportunistic. I'll paraphrase, and essentially what I heard him say was, I was a little too quick to pass judgment. Is that in paraphrasing? Is that did you hear that too?
Yeah, but he's Irish. I get it. I'm Irish. We're
It's,
often quick to pass judgment. I
yeah,
get this.
it's a good point. It's good point.
He's a leprechaun.
Um, yeah, he is indeed. So what does this mean for the PGA Tour?
Uh, he knows something, right? He knows if anybody knows what's going on with the merger and the deal, it's Rory. So for him to cool his jets, um, somebody told him something or his gut says something, either that or maybe he's got a new offer.
Yeah,
So
could be.
May
Could,
now Jason Day, we're gonna get this in a second. Jason Day just changed sponsors. He's no longer with Nike. We've
he's
heard
now
about
with Malbon, I
Tiger.
think.
Tiger no longer with Nike. So is Nike getting out of the golf game? And maybe Rory's like, oh, I better give me some cash. Oh no.
Hold on. Is Nike getting out of the golf game, or is Nike getting out of the PGA Tour golf game?
Good point. Good point. Right. So we know they've been doing like more with other players, right? I mean, so Scotty was the most recent one they had signed, I think, right? So they got Scotty, Kepka, Chef, Finau, but
Tom
I
Kim.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We don't think go down that road today, but he knows something, and he's not going to let you know what he knows, but
He,
he knows something.
I did see he, or hear that he made mention of, he said, I understand not everybody is in the same position as Tiger Woods and myself.
Correct.
Wow. Talk about an elitist person. I mean, an elitist persona. Talk about just the good old boy keeping it up, man. I mean, that is that was I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I would agree that not everybody is Tiger Woods and Roy McIlroy. But I don't know. That was quite a bold statement to come out and say. I mean, I don't know. It was John. I mean, how many Masters has Rory McIlroy won?
None.
Yeah, how many's John Rahm won?
One.
I'm just saying. I mean, if we go stacking it up, I mean, what's Kepka now? Is he at five majors, I believe? I mean,
Yes, five majors. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're not slouches. That they're not making hundreds of millions of dollars because they're not marketable. No.
Right. So interesting that Rory flipped like that. Did not see that one coming. Hey, were you more surprised about hearing of the Live PGA merger last year, or that more Rory McIlroy has flipped to on his position on Live? I think I'm more surprised than the second one.
I think I'm more surprised at him flipping. I mean, this has been it's been a slow cascade of Rory really changing. And don't I think I change my opinion all the time. Sometimes I'll probably change it again before we get done with this recording.
Yeah.
He was making a lot of very bold statements. He actually, and I've said this before. You can go back to show 242, and I clearly stated it, that Rory McIlroy was hung out to dry. They made a martyr out of him. You could look at it either way. They attempted to make a martyr out of him, and he allowed himself to be made a martyr of.
Right.
And from that, I don't know. I mean, he had a couple of he took a couple of breaks along the way. Said, "Hey, I'm need some time to myself." Okay, I get it. But no, I would say that it's more surprising to hear McIlroy saying that but hey, but again, I mean, it's big of him to say I could admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong.
Yeah. True that for sure.
I get it. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Has Jay said he was wrong yet, by the way?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't either. I think his presser that he did, I don't think he admitted any wrongdoings.
So what do you
Never
think about
did.
this Jason Day Nike departure? Was it Nike or was it him? I think it was Nike.
I mean, again, this is alleged. Nike is getting out of the PGA Tour golf business.
Mm,
I think this could be a venture into live golf, and this is the way out. I think we'll know when we've dropped the likes of Scotty Scheffler, uh, Tony Finau. Who else do we say? Tom Kim. I mean, if we start to see this falling off, I'll tell you what, those shoes are ugly as shit. That's what I can tell you.
I was gonna
Those
ask you
shoes,
about him.
yeah, those are some real shit. Those are some shit kickers right there if I've ever seen them. I don't know. I mean, well, so I don't, Jason Day is probably what, 35, 36
Yep, 36. Yeah.
ish. Yeah. Okay. Now, I mean, I wouldn't say, I mean, I'm pretty stylish. I mean, it's with, I'm stylish in my own way. I don't want to wear this outfit.
Mhm.
I don't want to wear the shoes, the pants. They're like, I mean, look at those pants. They're all like stuffed up and
Little
baggy down at
baggy,
the.
little
I
baggy.
mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't look good. I mean, this
Mhm.
is it looks like this was photoshopped, and somebody was copying and pasting these articles of clothing on him. Um, that little vest thing. I don't know. Do people even wear sweater vests anymore?
I think Scheffler does. Maybe he's
Well, he
trying to be
wears
more
a
stylish.
sweater. I don't know if he wears a sweater
I
vest.
thought he did.
He,
I
he
thought maybe
likes
he
the he
doesn't.
likes the ability to zip on and zip
That's
off.
true. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if he did it over the head the whole time, think about all the static friction he would make, and it messes his hair up. It
Now,
definitely messed the beard up.
listen to this comment. There have been times I've been standing on the first tee and look over to another golfer in essentially the same outfit as me. I mean, I would tend to agree that Nike did not have a whole lot of variation in their outfits. Like they
No,
didn't have a
you
big line at all.
no. Your pants, your a polo, and you got
But
they
same
did venture
designs
in.
on the polos too, right? They're all the same stuff.
Yeah, but they did venture into the hoodies,
Yeah.
and so they got in the hoodie market. But yeah, I would agree that he would have been very similarly dressed as everyone else. Who did he? I had no idea that Xander's moved on to somebody else. Where's Xander? Descent?
Yeah. Sent. Yeah.
It isn't that a like a Swiss ski brand?
I don't.
I see
I
Descent,
don't
and
know.
that's Descent with three E's.
Yes.
The last time I saw Descent, something branded, I was skiing in, I don't know, I was either at Vail or at Park City. I didn't even know they made golf clothing, golf attire.
Yeah. So
It looks like he's wearing a Waffle House hat, doesn't it?
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
at a distance, it looks a little Waffle Housey. And who's he standing beside of here? I mean, it
I have no
says
idea.
Xander Legion. Oh, I guess maybe this
Yeah.
is the nuclear golf. I have no idea, but
But
uh,
him leaving Adidas is big. He was a big time Adidas guy, right? So I just didn't see that one coming, did you? These feel like live departures to me.
it does. Well, okay. So who was the biggest Adidas guy prior to Live? If I said Adidas, who's your Adidas guy?
DJ.
Okay, DJ's gone. He's now wearing what is he? Is he four aces?
I don't
I don't think
know.
so. I don't think so. I think he's whatever he is. Dumb names, by the way. Team if he was Team Adidas, I'd know exactly who he was. I have no idea, no idea who he is. And I'm yes, they feel like live departures. It feels
Yeah.
like let me ooh. I actually could see you in those pants. Are those like donut pants? What are those?
They're definitely donut pants. Yeah.
Donut pants.
Something out of The Simpsons.
I don't know. I'm so now what he's gonna say is every time I'm on the first tee, I see all these people looking at me weird. Do you think it's because of what I'm wearing? And the
Yeah,
answer is
exactly.
yes. The answer is
Yes.
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 Yes, it is because you're wearing like a clown outfit. I get maybe it's the John Daly effect. Maybe it's the loudmouth effect.
Exactly.
Mm. Boy, if that guy went to live, that'd be that'd be well, we don't have to watch him this week in Kapalua, so that's a godsend to the
Who?
golfing world.
Who?
The punk that had his 2023 results that he didn't hit on there.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
Well, that's
The
good for him because he
the
isn't that where like the whole demise started right there in Kapalua.
the name caller.
The
Name
name
caller.
caller
Name
started in
caller.
Hawaii.
The name
Yeah.
caller. Yeah. Well, he probably thought the wind was going to be blowing so hard and the microphones wouldn't pick it up, is probably what he was thinking. So Harry is a good wind player. I'll have to give him credit for that. He's a
So
good
what is
wind.
it? Do you think Rory just hates Hawaii? Did you ask
So
him that when you saw him last year?
no, I didn't, but when I see him, if he hasn't gone to live, and if he makes it back to East Lake, I'll ask him when I see him. Is it what is it about these islands? Okay, he grew up on an island for crying out loud. I mean, he should be very comfortable with islands.
He lives down there in Florida. It's like an island. Yeah, I don't
It's
get it.
like an island in Florida. Exactly. I mean, I don't know what the issue is. But clearly there's an issue with Rory and islands.
Yeah,
Hold on. Did
agreed.
he and what was the tennis player's name back 10 years ago?
Caroline
Was it
Wozniacki.
Wozniak?
Yeah,
Wozniacki.
Wozniacki. Yeah.
So didn't they go and maybe that's where the split up started? It could be it could be PTSD.
Oh, do they go there? Maybe that's what it is.
I thought that he was there with her when they were together, and that's kind of things kind of went south. She went and
Could
got some
be.
private. She went and got private tennis lessons.
Oh, oh, okay.
Hey, you know what they say about private tennis lessons, don't you? Yeah, there's no
Mm,
tennis involved.
oh boy.
Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh man.
They don't play a lot of tennis in Hawaii either. You know, the because all the rain, all the precipitation, the ball gets wet, and I don't know. It's allegedly. I don't. What do I know? I've only been to Hawaii like half a dozen times, so how would I know what the
There you
situation
go.
is? What else is going on in the golf world? We got to talk. We got a hot show coming up later this week. So we got to get to the hot show. It's smoking, going to be smoking hot, I tell you.
Smoking hot.
Is there any news? We can catch up on some of this next week, but we do got to break into. We should talk a little bit about Kapalua, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I got it.
I
Yep, let's
mean,
pull it up. Yep.
it's the tournament of champions that you no longer have to be a champ. In fact, you do not have to be a champion to get into the tournament of champions because you know why?
Why?
Because well, shit, half the champions they no longer play on the PGA Tour. You know who would be here? Brooks
Well,
Koepka.
Brooks
Brooks
Koepka
Koepka.
and John Rahm.
What about Joaquin Neiman?
Walking. Well, not last year, but yeah.
Well, he wasn't a DP World Tour. I mean, they would have got him
That's
into the
good.
50. It
Good.
would have
Good
bumped him
point.
up. He would have got
Would
there.
yeah.
Louis Oosthuizen just won. That win would have probably bumped him up
Wow.
in the world point rankings.
Hmm.
Just saying. All right, over to our friends at Fantasy National. Let's put a lineup together as we go through. By the way, our friends over at the Chasing Daylight podcast, they plagiarized us, Dan.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, they have. Yes, they have. They got bitter because they lost the one and done last year.
Oh.
They've started their own.
Did we play our own? Did we play one of those last year? I'm just kidding. That was fun. That was a
Well,
good time. That was a good time. Some of
well,
us did.
we're gonna join theirs this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you message me, or you can message the chasing light podcast guys, and well, I'm just so you know what we'll just go win theirs.
Let's go win theirs.
So I think there should be some collusion involved. Now I think you and I can run a one and done if we want to.
Yeah.
If we want to, but I think we should collude and we should decide on who we're going to put in theirs, and that way we'll know. You know, because they said no moolah. They said bragging rights only, weak sauce. But okay, if bragging rights it is. I'll continue to brag about taking home the cake all year last year. You think Scotty Scheffler's not proud of being last year's Player of the Year?
Well, he got moolah.
Well, that's yeah, weak sauce is what I can call that. Weak sauce. All right, let's see. So here's where we are. So we're at the plantation course, blah, blah, blah. It's 7,600 yards, big fairways, big greens, resort course. The only thing that's going to get in front of these golfers, other than birdies, is going to be the wind. And it does look like now, as of now, Friday and Saturday, calling for some wind, calling for some rain. We are looking, if you're not watching us over on YouTube and you're just listening, we are getting our information from our friends at fantasynational.com. And Rory McIlroy is not in the field. So don't put him in a lineup and don't pick him as a one and done, Dan.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Where do you want to start this thing at? Because
well, we're starting fresh, right? So nobody's really played much lately. Scotty won the Tiger tournament, right? So we know he's been playing well, but
Scotty
it's not
won the
on here.
Tiger, Colin Morikawa won the Zozo.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of golfers. Ludwig, he just won. I mean, we've had a lot of players that have been playing internationally that have been playing quite well. I think that I think we're like at 56 players, give or take. This is a no-cut event, so something to consider. Where do you want to go? You want to start at the top or the bottom? So I
Let's
know there's some people at the bottom that I
let's
can I
let's
can
start
roll
down
out.
there. You want to go all the way down there? All right.
And he may be a min. So here's a guy that I think is interesting at 3% owned. He just
Yep.
won at the Butterfield
Mhm.
Bermuda. Do you know what Bermuda is, Dan? It's an island.
An island.
The wind blows a lot. I think
Yeah.
Camilo could be coming in with a head of steam.
Let's plug him in. You can plug him in.
I think we do. I mean, if only 3% of the players are picking him and he's actually going to show up, I like this. Now, was the Bermuda Butterfield field weak? Well, it wasn't a fake champions field.
Hey, a win's a win.
A win is a win. I'll give you that. PGA Tour is hard, they say.
Yeah.
And at WWT, he was T2, and he didn't have to worry about missing a cut. So another guy that I think now he is a little highly owned. So I
Hmm.
don't know if we want to go. Well, so there's three guys that I think are pretty interesting here. I think at 6,300, I think EVR. I mean, you saw him crying like a little baby.
Yep.
You saw that. I think Akshay Bhatia, he's a good wind player. I mean, he's proven it down in Mexico. He likes the wind.
It's true.
And I think Luke List, who won in the fall at Sanderson Farms, I think those are three interesting choices in the sub 6,300, $6,200 field.
So you want to pick one more down here? Who do you want to pick?
Well, so Luke List is the highest owned.
Yeah.
EVR is the lowest owned of the three. I don't know what the putting doesn't look good. I mean, Akshay around the greens, I'll take it. I think we roll Akshay at
Let's
he's
do it.
9% owned right now.
I was leaning that way because of the whole Mexico thing.
You like
Yeah.
Akshay anyway. You like those little
All right.
joggers he
I do.
wears.
I like him. Yeah.
You like the tight
That's right.
shirts that he
Yep.
wears. You like lots of things that he does.
100%.
Okay. So now now we're in a position. We're at 94.50. Um
Should we go back to
pro
the top? You want
from
to go to the
well,
middle?
so I think he if he's not the highest owned guy, he's probably going to be one of the highest owned guys. I mentioned him earlier. He just won the Zozo Championship. Well, I say just. He won the Zozo Championship in the fall. Tournament history. Let me throw this out and see what you think about him. Second last year, T5 in 22, T7 in 21, and T7 in 2020.
Sounds good.
$9,100. He's probably 35% owned.
28.
Where's Colin Morikawa set?
28.
I mean, how can we say no?
I'm in on that. Yeah.
So another dude that I think's interesting, and he's playing pretty good. He plays the wind really well. He is you may have called him the Caribbean King. I know we're not in the
Mm.
Caribbean Sea.
Mm.
Big island guy though. You've called him the Caribbean King before. And at $8,400, I think he's in a very interesting play.
Yeah.
What's
And he's going to live in a couple of weeks, so he's got to get those points.
he's got to get all the points he can. Are you good with, and he's got
Yeah.
all the fam over there. He's going to be showing off in front of them.
100%. Yep.
No cut event. Tony Finau. He's going in.
100%.
Okay. So now at $10,150, we got two players left. So we could take this a couple different directions. What do you think the new attire is going to do to what's this descent? The clothing, the ski attire.
It's a lock.
Man.
It's a lock.
All right.
We're going live risk right here.
Live
Yep.
risk. Live
Mm-hmm.
risk.
Yep.
Let's see. So from an
Oh, we could take his brother too.
You want to take his brother?
We can.
Let's see. What is Cantlay? He's played here like T16, 4, T13, 4. Xander WD'd last year. I don't know why he WD'd.
I think he was
Um,
hurt a little bit in the beginning, wasn't he? I think he was hurt in the beginning. Yeah.
yeah,
He had a rough start last year.
hurt his nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, uh, I'm good with his brother.
Do you like anybody better? I mean,
Nah, what's his brother's ownership?
21. The only one I would say, do you like Fleetwood better?
So Fleetwood's gonna play the win just fine.
Yeah.
Fleetwood has had. He hadn't been here in a while. I don't know if he's been here. This may be a first.
Well,
But I mean,
he doesn't really win on the PGA tour.
and he doesn't win on the PGA tour. If we wanted to be contrarian, then I would say we would want to do different. Um, yeah, let's put his brother in. He's
Okay, Cantlay. Okay, yeah.
let's roll. Yeah,
Yep.
let's roll Cantlay out.
All
Why
right,
not? Why
there you
not?
go.
That it'd be a great way to end the season.
There you go.
Victory at the non-champions event. All right, one and done. Where do you want to go? Where should we start?
One and done. I
I
think
mean,
I'm gonna roll out. Go ahead, you first. Go.
well,
You have the
I think we play a guy that's in our lineup. I think he's won here before. He's had a great track record, other than his WD last week. I don't know where else I'm going to play the guy.
You want to go Xander?
Well, I'm not. That's a suggestion. It's a suggestion.
I like Xander here. I think he's hungry. I think he knows he's leaving and he wants to do the Cam Smith with on the way out, you know.
Where else would we play Colin Morikawa at? This is a big payday. This isn't the rinky-dink stuff that used to happen. I mean, this is $3.5 million.
Well, with Colin, we could play him at workday. Or yeah. Or Jax, right?
Could.
Um,
Does he have to play at Jax? Because the field's going to be a little different this year. Or the tournament settings are going to be a little bit different this year.
I like Colin.
I like Colin too.
Let's play Colin.
I think Colin's
You gonna lock it in?
I think he's pissed off that because Rom won this last year, right?
I think so.
I think we play.
Yeah.
I think we play Colin. I think it's resort course coming off a victory. I think we get off started off on the right foot with the Chasing Daylight podcast guys. I think we go
exactly.
there. Think we go
exactly.
There. Now,
That sounds good.
you and I want to run a separate one and done? I think it's going to get confusing if we do.
No, we could just kick it. Let's kick the one down. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I
Yeah.
think we're good. And if we disagree, we can always take it to the coin.
Exactly. Take it to the coin.
Or we can take it to the Magic 8-ball.
We could do we have to do at least 1 8-ball a month.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Fits right in my wheelhouse. What else we got? We'll be more profound next week. Not profane, but profound. And we'll have more in store for you. We got a lot of fun guests coming up. We've got a lot of non-traditional guests. We're gonna get in touch with the golf community. We do have some folks that are going to be on the show that you might not be able to interact with on a regular basis, but we're also going to have people that if you've ever played at Sweetens Cove, you've probably played with a lot of these guys. If you've ever attended a golf event that is non-PGA funded event, we're gonna get to know some locals that put on golf course. We got some fun stuff coming on.
Good.
Hey, if you're not a friend of the show, you should be. Like and subscribe. It helps us out greatly, and we do appreciate it. We'd appreciate a comment. Let us know who your one and done pick is in the comments.
There you go. Cheers.
Yeah, we'll be